Hello everyone, this is another session for Influence Inner Self, and today is the day 7. And today is a day where we're going to talk about how you design the value, how you design that irreplaceable value of your life. Why do you think people are going to look at you, learn about you, study you, watch you, and hear you? And not only that, they can follow you. So if you are there, if you're listening to all these things, this is a live sessions. This is going to be recorded. And we have 4 people who are going to be participating today. So including me is 4. And this is a session where we talk about this program called as co-learning, where we talk about each other. We show live demonstrations and we use a couple of things where we can directly interact. And this entire session is a kind of a small dummy to show you that this is a kind of a session which is 37 days program where the participant needs to work for 14 hours at a pace of finishing 128 hours of job in 14 hours. That's called as influencer building. So with that introduction, my name is Amit Nath, and this is the session, another session. Let's go deeper. And thank you so much for listening to us. And let me introduce the people who are all here. So we'll start with Prosper. Hey, Prosper.
Hello, it's Prosper. Prosper, so I'm Chinese French. I'm born in France. And now I'm living in Shanghai currently. And I'm myself now a high-ticket closer. I just finished my graduation with the Danlock University. And then I move on to become a full-time closer. To help some influencers to close some deals and also to become an influencer.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Amazing. So let me introduce the second participant with us, and that would be June. Hey, June.
Hello, Amit.
Hey, hi.
Hello. So this is June, currently staying in Shanghai temporarily, and I'm originally from Korea. Going back to Korea in 1 month, and yeah, like same as Prosper, I graduated from HTC program and currently looking to become a full-time high-ticket closer, and also on my way to become an influencer in the future also.
Right. Thank you so much, June. That was a great short introduction. Prakash, are you there?
Yes.
Awesome.
Hello. Yeah.
Take out the video. Is it okay?
On the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
hey everyone.
Hey.
This is Prakash. I'm from Bangalore, India, and I started like all this journey started like last year during this time where I was searching for my future. Like I was a IT guy, not knowing anything much about the world, and started to think, okay, what can I do? So I ended up with the HTC last year, and everything changed afterwards. I get to connect with so many people, and I learned so many things. And because of HTC, I got to know one thing, like I'm a fitness freak right now. I was a 110 kg guy, and I transformed myself from like 110 kg to 80 kg. And right now I'm in a co-learning with all of you guys to learn and help other people to learn this technique, like to have like be fit all the like throughout their entire life. So I want to be a coach on that field. So I'm looking forward for it and to learn and grow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Prakash. That is so nice of you to have you there as one of the participants. And as I'm talking to you guys, this makes me so happy because it makes people more closer to being an influencer, because influence is all about doing something, practicing something at a perfection level and with the consistency, right? So with that, let me start today's co-learning session and welcome everyone who are looking at this. And today is all about value creation, right? So this is one thing by which you stand out. You create that exclusive niche. You create all the wealth of your own inner self, right? So let's go ahead. So today we'll quickly tell you what all things are there with us. So let me just take the video a little bit this side. Okay, good. Right, so what we have is, we'll talk about a process, okay, and I will also share you something on live. I can show you something where you can be designing a book, a content, and a strategy to design that in probably less than 10 minutes. Does it make you wow? Designing a book in 10 minutes? Okay, so let me quickly take you through what all things we'll be talking today. We'll be talking about a process. How do you become a kind of an influencer? Okay, we'll talk about the details of what are the kind of the subdivisions are there. Okay, and so this is something where we will be continuing a session of today, which we'll be calling as a rediscovering of yourself, a re-exploration of your own self. Okay. So I believe in the last couple of sessions, there are a lot of people who have undergone this session. They have found out one thing that they want to do, okay, in the next 37 days. And as I said, like this is something which is more of a kind of a next level of you right now. This is going to be a little different. So we are right now at a page which is quite important for all of us, because we create something by which we not only become standing out with the masses, we not only become better than the masses, we not only become the only one amongst the masses, but we become something called as explosive or exclusive. So it's more of merge between both of these two dimensions, and I call them as influencers. Now, who are influencers? I think this is something which has been already spoken long back. Anybody and everybody, where there is a knowledge transfer, there is a kind of a sense of getting the information, there is a flow of information happening, that is called as influencing somewhere. Influencing can be used in business, day-to-day life, and everywhere, and it is more about understanding, adaptability, and many other things. But it all starts on a different scale when you really want to become an influencer. And this all starts with your inner value, the things that you want to talk. All right. So we'll have this session more interactive. We'll show you how it has been designed. So when you talk about value, the first thing is to find your inner value, you need to look at your inner self, right? What is one thing which can make you to probably be so comfortable that you can keep on talking about that particular topic hours together, not only hours together, days together, or months together, non-stop. And that can happen only when you know enough about that thing. You know in depth of that particular content or that particular subject. And how does it all happen? So this all happens with first an intention to learn, an inquisitiveness to know, right? And this all starts with the second thing, we call it as searching, okay? And then once you search, you get so much of information, then you study, then you learn, and you go deeper into this, and you find out your own inner self with the subject. You become one with that. So that's what I've said here. You read, you learn, you talk, you breathe, you live that one thing, that one subject. So right now for me, the subject is helping people to become influencer, designing this entire course. Okay. And there are a lot of things which is required here, is how you study, what are the data you are looking for. So in today's class or today's session, we'll talk about all these processes in a bits and pieces. And in a detailed class where it goes for more than 3 hours and 4 hours, we talk about 16 different things to become influencer in details. And each one takes almost around 8 or 9 different characteristics. So if you follow those characteristics, that's it. You are closer, one more step towards an influencer. But as I said, this all starts with one step. So let me go ahead. When you need to search anything, many people probably might not know how exactly you can search in Google, because Google gives you different algorithms. And I think this is the biggest wealth of information ever in the world, other than yourself, right? And we'll be talking about different kind of tools that needs to be, your friends in the journey of being an influencer. Okay. And we'll talk about the grid in some time. And in the last previous classes, we have spoken about how do you set out time to be an influencer. You need to work in different directions. We have spoken about Pomodoro techniques. We have spoken about how to create your SMART goals. How do you learn to write involuntary is something which we'll be learning today. So with that, let us go to the next slide. Okay. When you are as an influencer, right now there are many ways to reach out to people who can be looking to you. There are different ways of communicating, right? So let me just take a little bit down this side. Okay. And if you ask me what are the kind of different ways to look at it, well, this is something which is directly right now in your on your screen. So there is another way of talking about this is where there is crowd or where there is a density of people, the chances of making business is much more prominent. And it's also where you can take massive actions. All the biggest revolutions of the world has happened because of someone somewhere started communicating to them. And that communication was something where they could connect to them and they took massive action and it became a history. Right. So with that, let me tell you what all things we have today is there are many ways to reach out people nowadays. Due to the expansion of internet and online boom, there are areas which we have probably taken years or probably decades to get to that. Right now it is in seconds. So if you look at the screen in front of you, the different platforms that you have starts with photos to write-ups to comments, plugins, ads, blogs, videos, comics, all the stuff. And each one has a different parameter to be spoken about. Each one works in a different way. Each one has a different target niche. Each one has a different kind of people who are active at different time, right? So much of thing to learn. Yes. Is there a kind of a shortcut? No. Is there a kind of a way you can hack it? Yeah. When I'm talking about hacking, I'm not talking about literally going inside and hacking stuff, but I'm talking about how do you hack this kind of a content? Your own content, your originality, right? So if you see all these things, this is all starts with the basic thing is your thinking, your projections of what you're going to talk so that people are there to listen to you. Now, my first question goes back here is, why the hell people are going to listen to you? And the story goes back to the one thing is, you have a sense of a value which is not there any other way. Probably might not, people have seen all these things earlier. So let's go into the deeper section. Now, this is a kind of a formula that I'm giving you. This is not designed by me, but this has been somewhere I have been studying this, and I found this is one of the biggest formula that any person would like to know how to design a content. So when I say content, the content is about anything, right? So if I divide the content right now here, if you see the second level of the focus area, we have got certain things like you can entertain, you can inspire, you can convince, you can inform, you can support, and you can educate. So this overall summarizes the entire purpose of you being an influencer, or you being in control, or you being in authority of certain communications. And if you see this, each one has its own area, and own areas have different kind of content structures. So this is a kind of a global formula. And if you can look at this for every 1 second or 2 seconds, you yourself can get a lot of information. So overall, the entire purpose of all communications is divided into 6 parts. I repeat, you can do only these 6 things with anyone who is listening to you. You can either inspire them, you can either convince them, persuade them also, you can inform, you can support, you can educate, and you can entertain. So let me open this to the house. Let me ask one by one. You can share your thoughts. Is there anything else that has been missing out of this formula?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Pretty much, it's a lot.
It's lots, man. This is really lots.
I mean, more than enough.
Yep. So, yeah. So let me put it this way. I find if I can probably take a print of this and stick it out, and very much I know what all things to be done if I need to entertain someone, right? I can go into deepers of this. And this is a kind of such a global formula, man. And this is something where I think, it is beyond an explanation, because each one works in a different way. Now let's put it this way. Under Inspire, there is one part which says photo galleries, right? If you are able to see that, photo galleries. Now it is up to us how much deeper we're going to go inside. What kind of photos is required? Where do I search those photos? What kind of camera to be used? Oh my God, there's so much of information there. If you want to take an interview, whom to take an interview? What does he qualify through? So this is a huge information stuff that we have, right? We will go into still deeper section. As I said, this is still, we are in a shallow water. We have not done the deep learning so far. And probably, I think now you've got an idea of what all things can come in if we need to inspire, entertain, educate, support, inform, convince. Okay. I think pretty much it is unwholesome. So let's go deeper. Okay. So this is the section where from here we'll start to learn the other stuff. Okay. So we call this as a kind of a cycle. It's a kind of a content cycle, which happens always. And this is one thing where we have got two different parts and segments. It starts first with a kind of a concept. Okay, let's, for example, Prakash has given an example that he wants to be a fitness guy, right? And for that, he has to understand this entire cycle, one after another. Probably the first thing is to understand what kind of things that he wants to talk and who's going to listen to it first. Now, if he has figured out these two things, and if he has figured out, okay, these are the kind of topics people are more interested. So now the thing starts as how people are going to search it. So the parameter starts with searching. And when I say the word search, it all starts with the word called as defining keywords. And then the second word is called as research topics. You try to figure out different relevant information, topics, and all those things, right? And the next thing is about when you start writing. So I'll come to that part of writing articles, because this is one of the part, but there is so much of detail into this. After we have written stuff, when I say writing, this can be on a typewriter, in a keyboard, or writing exactly on a pen and paper. Okay. And then comes the second level called as proofing. Then after that, we call it as publishing. Then there is a kind of a network which is established where people are actually engaged and reading your stuff. And it goes to a second level of being social. So right now we have got the social media, right? But let me tell you, influencer is a word which is not coined right now. We have got influencers from ages. We have got the Buddhas and the Mahaviras and other people where there was no social media at that point of time. But exactly, they had the same kind of a cycle. They did the same keywords by which they could able to connect with the normal people. They could convert them. They could persuade them. They could inspire them. They can educate them. You see that? And now they did the research by looking at the common people, living along with the common people, understanding their pain points, understanding their day-to-day life, and many other things which happens to them. And after that, probably they had understood so much that they have written the stories, we call it as lipis, and the writings on the caves and paper, or probably on leaf and all those things. They are testimonials, right? And this is written with a one shot, no proofing, one shot, no mistakes. And then that time there was nothing like blogging and website and all those things. But what they did is they spoke on a gathering. They spoke in temples, in places, in groups where there was a gathering of the village or the town or the communities. It was a social network that time. And the number of people who followed him was a kind of a track of results. The number of people who spoke about him was another level of analytics. So you see, this is the same thing which has been happening from ages. Only thing is we have got some technology in between, but the principle remains the same. The principle is being an influencer needs a different level of thinking, needs a different kind of, a commitment. And the commitment is for the benefit of others. And that is what is called as value. So guys, still now, are you there with me? Till this particular thing? Right. So let me take a kind of a small 2 minutes break and understand with you guys what do you think? What are the slides we have just spoken? What do you think about that? Let us give 2 minutes each one.
Well, for me, it requires a lot of work. What I realize.
Yep.
I mean, influencing is not just be able just to be an expert of something and just deliver your message. You have to deliver a message to medias. In a way, you have to follow certain process, to certain calculations, make sure that you reach a very good level of exposures. So this is what I understand. I mean, that it goes just beyond. There's not just because what I want is just to focus on my message that just deliver, right?
Right.
And it's very there's a limit on that. First of all, there's a different way to deliver the message, so it requires a lot of work on how you want to structure your content.
Right.
And also plus that, you go through this digital marketing process that is also another task for the influencer that they have to consider.
But let me tell you one thing is, if you really want to be, influencer, you might need to know all of them, or I'll say you concentrate on your values. But it is required that you select any one of the medias by which you can start the process, and then you see your influencing get increased. And as you get into an influencer mode, you will also get into a business mode as well, where you can earn money out of it. And probably at that time, you can leverage this entire, I call it as the social media circus.
I see.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, this entire session is about how you can figure out a content, because that's the base. The social media guys or the agencies or the creative agencies, print agencies, they talk only on certain matter. And today we are learning how do we create that matter. Making the flame is the magic. Making the fume is an agency job.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the flame is within. Right? So let's talk to others who are there. How about June? What is your feel so far?
So I don't know if this is kind of like on the right track. I'm a little bit confused, but I think this kind of reminds me of that attention is the new currency, where
exactly
you gotta get people attracted and pay attention to your message. Like what you said, like back in the days where people were writing down on caves or spreading their message. You're not where the days where there wasn't any email or so, like talking in front of like gatherings or so. Right now, nowadays, and influencers were existing back then, but now it's a different form where we kind of like monetize it with drawing attention, getting them involved in our message, and yeah, that's how you kind of like started out with the deal or so.
Right. Prakash, how about you? How did you feel so far?
Yeah, it's empowering. Like thing is like helping each other and learning and mentoring by you. Like you are giving examples, and I feel like more connected. And yeah, I'm looking forward to like as I said, like you need to work out in so many aspects. Need to find out the content, and like it's not that for me. I feel like initially I need to hustle a bit because as you said, working that 8 times in a day is possible, but yeah, it needs more like consistent and a positive effort towards it. So I'm definitely working towards that, and the 37-day challenge is already taken. So yeah, that's the like it's really is powerful.
Right. Thank you. Awesome. So guys, are you ready to move ahead? Let me just show you the other stuff then. Right. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me just minimize this. So
Let's
this
go
is
ahead.
a small slide to show you how a content is created. And probably this is just a kind of a pictorial representation. We will go ahead into deeper section of it. Probably, I have a kind of a blank Excel sheet ready to jump up there. But let me tell you, content creation basically, depends on these 5 things. Okay, it starts with a kind of a creativity, and it goes with research, a visual stuff, and then it goes into copywriting and expertise and other things. So let us go deeper and let us understand the next processes. Okay, cool. So this is an actual slide where we will be making everything from scratch, completely a blank Excel sheet, right? So I need a volunteer. So anyone wants to be a volunteer right now?
I'll be the volunteer.
Oh,
Okay.
Joe would like to do it. Okay.
Okay, cool, right. So let me tell you, you both can be a volunteer here. Okay, right. So let me show you this this particular slide. So I'm just putting it as June. Okay. Okay, and let me probably make a kind of a little bit of separation here. Okay, and let this part be for Prosper. Okay, happy guys? So everyone is participating now, and probably let me do one thing is let me share this page with both of you guys, so that I give you the editable links here. So anyone in the link can edit. Copying the link, done. Right. So since you guys are connected over this, so I'm sharing over this in Facebook. Yep. So you guys can join in that particular slide, and let us be connected.
Okay.
All right. All right. So since you are taking some time, in the meanwhile, let me tell you how this is going to work. So probably what we're going to do is we'll divide this entire thing into a couple of questions. And the first question is anything that you can talk for more than 3 to 4 hours non-stop simultaneously with passion. You can just write that thing. You can just write anywhere. You can just write on the first level. Okay. Any topic. So I give you topic 1, and let's put the same thing here. We have topic 5.
Any topic, right?
Any topic, any topic. 4 topics is fine. Yeah. Let's put 4 topics. What you can talk for more than.
I don't know, but my internet is really slow.
Okay.
I can use only one device, I think, with my VPN right now. I mean, it works, but it works really, really slow.
Fine, no issues. So I'll help you guys. No problem. I'll help you guys. You can talk to me, but I'll try to help you with the inputs. So let's start with June. Let us reduce the number of topics to only 2, so that we can save up this time and we can go much more in details. Is that fine? Right.
Sure.
June, tell me one topic which is something that you can talk probably for 3 hours or 4 hours at a stretch. Anything, any topic. That can be movie, sports, anything.
Yeah, well, modeling, I think.
Okay, cool. Okay. Anything? Any one more option? Any one more option? Absolutely.
Well, it's fair to say that I can talk about high ticket clothing.
Okay, cool, no problem. Okay, you can talk for 3 hours. Okay, how about you, Prosper?
I want to say high ticket clothing too, but I would say martial arts and personal development.
Okay.
Martial, M-A-R-T.
Don't worry with the spellings, man. It's okay.
Just really reminder.
Okay, cool. Right. So this is just a kind of a demonstration how we can actually probably take this in a different level. Right. So I'm just trying to make it more sequenced with all these things. Okay. Right. So let us put it this way. June, when you were in school, can you tell me around 5 or 6 subjects that you were studying when you were in school? Just the subjects.
Mathematics.
Okay, cool. Wait, hold on.
Mathematics.
Okay.
Mathematics. PE.
What is that?
Physical education.
Okay. Anything else?
And social science.
Okay.
And science itself, science, and
okay.
And Korean literature.
Sorry?
Korean literature.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, fine. Okay, how about you, Prosper? Anything you want to add up in this?
Oh, when I was young, right?
Yep.
I mean, young is what is during the primary school or
anything when you were primary school. Yeah, let's put it this way. In primary school.
Okay. I would say drawing.
Okay, cool.
French.
Okay.
English. No, not English. French. Yeah, drawing, French, and sports.
Okay. Science, can we break it down if it is okay? Science, can we break it down into physics, chemistry, bio, something?
Yeah. We didn't do that during primary school. It's too overwhelming.
Okay, fine. So let's put in the other side. Anything that you have seen a subject. I mean, I'm just putting a subject here.
Any subject among those. What else?
Okay, fine.
That's it, I think. I mean, more or less.
Okay. So pretty much I think it is the same with everyone, right? They have all this subject: physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, science, literature, drawing,
language.
Yeah. So this is rather than French, let me call it as language. Okay, that makes more wholesome, right?
Yeah.
Drawing. Okay, so let's put drawing as arts. Okay, let's put arts. Okay, so arts becomes another wholesome thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me put it this way. Okay, I'll be taking only this first topic. Let me take this first topic. Let me color it as yellow and yellow. Okay, Prosper, are you able to connect to this particular page? Are you able to connect? I'll help June's part. You can do yourself.
How to connect that?
Just click that link which I've shared with you on Facebook, and you can directly jump into this page.
Okay, I check that. Yeah.
I got access right now, just right now, Amit. Do you see me?
Okay, no problem.
So you do for June and I do for myself.
Yep, sure, no issues. So June, let me put a very nice topic here under modeling. Okay. Tell me any one word. Now, since you say that you can talk for 3 hours, let me put it this way. You can talk for 3 hours. Okay. And this one also 3 hours. Okay, the same thing goes with Prosper as well. In this 3 hours, okay, let me put it this way. Okay, my first question is, if you need to teach about or talk about modeling, okay, let's say it is me and I don't know anything about modeling. What do you think is the first question I should ask you? What is modeling?
What is modeling? What is the requirement to become a model?
Okay, cool, right. Okay, just go ahead, no problem. Just tell me around 5 questions, that is fine.
Requirements, and how do you get a modeling?
Okay. Any other questions?
How do you get a model agent?
Okay, that's okay. Let's put it this way: what, how, and we can say how much. Can I say how much also?
How much? Yeah, how much? And
okay.
And yeah, how many people get successful?
Okay, cool, right. Okay, let me ask some of the questions. So Prosper, just help me with 5 questions. Just 5 questions. Anything about martial arts? Any 5 questions?
Well, I would say philosophy.
No, hold on.
Oh,
Let's say
questions.
I don't know anything about martial art. Okay.
Yes.
So what is the first thing I should ask you?
What kind of martial arts do you practice?
Is it art? Okay. What? Okay. So do you think pretty much we have the same questions here? Whatever June has asked you, we pretty much have the same kind of questions?
Yeah, similar.
Okay, well, what is the requirement if I need to learn martial art? How do I start it? How much do you charge, or how much training is required? How much time I have to give? Okay, how many hours is required? Do you think these are the kind of a question formulations? Is it
That's similar? Yes, similar.
Cool. Right. So guys, do you think if I put all the subjects, whatever you have mentioned, okay, we can have a permutation combination of all these things? Okay, let me start with June. June, do you see a kind of a link between modeling and mathematics? Do you have any link?
Modeling and mathematics?
Yep.
Are you talking about like common ground, like something that has what has common with between mathematics and modeling?
I don't know, but is there a kind of a some kind of a relationship? Do you think there is a mathematics and modeling? Is there a kind of a link?
I can't think for now. I don't think so, to be honest.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Drew, can I jump? What does it mean, modeling? I mean, modeling is people modeling, right?
Yeah, people modeling.
Okay, model, right? Like top model, right? Okay.
Yeah. Fashion model, top, like you know, like.
If may I ask something about mathematics, I will put the geometry and modeling.
Yes. Why not? You can put
because geometry. Modeling is related to the way you posture yourself, and it has to be
right
to bring precision about the way you walk and the way you stand.
Okay, so posture.
If I may interject geometry.
That. Wow.
You have angles. I don't know. You've got some angles. Do you pose in certain angles or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you can think for 2 minutes, I'm sure you will come out with one more word.
Sure.
Mathematics. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the mathematics might be even the speed of shutter. I don't know. Is that something relating to modeling? Speed of shutter? Shutter speed?
It does. Yeah.
Oh man, now you see you're opening up, man. See. Okay. I don't know.
That's how your content is formulated, right? That's very interesting. Nobody think that modeling is related to mathematics.
I mean, even I also didn't know, man. I'm trying to discover right now. I don't know.
No, because I practice that. I practice Wing Chun, and we practice a lot of stance, and I always have that idea that my martial arts is connected to modeling. It's connected to a lot of things, actually. So that's why I bring it up, because I know that my posture have to go through certain precisions. So I'm helping you out on this one. You know.
Go ahead, Prosper. Why don't you help with yourself? How mathematics is related to martial art?
Oh, come on. Well, it's a lot. It's related to precision.
Help me with only three. Help me with only three. 3 words.
Precision.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay, next.
I would say
think
time.
Angle and all those things, does it make sense?
Angles, it makes sense. Yes.
Okay. Do you think speed also does make a sense here? Speed, not speed, probably. Yeah.
For me, I know when people want speed, but I have a I'm pretty much contrarian about that. I would say.
Do you think in both of this
positioning?
Okay, let me put one block here, because I just got something here. Okay, so let me put in this. Do you think this word fits with both of you? Do you think this fits in somewhere?
Calculations.
Yes, something in that. Just like it depends. It depends how the perspective of calculations, because
I don't know. Right. So
this is okay, but it doesn't speak to me. But if it speaks to people, why not? If I have to create that, yeah, okay.
See, we spent around exactly 3.5 minutes, and now you see you guys are able to connect with mathematics and modeling, mathematics and martial arts. Let's do it for one more thing. Okay.
Modeling and martial arts.
Yeah, in martial arts you calculate a lot of things, right? In martial arts, it's all about calculations. It's about how you calculate where he's standing, his distance, his speed, his reflexes. You're calculating everything.
I got it. Yeah.
In modeling, you are calculating so many things. Okay, you're calculating the contrast. You are calculating the distance, the posture, the combination of colors. I don't know. There's so much of calculations happening. And now, if I ask you modeling calculations, the different kind of hairstyling might be, the numbers, combinations of it, the permutation combinations of shirt and the trousers, or probably the background. These are all calculations. Probably these are all high end of mathematics. Because if you ask me, there was a kind of a person who gave in National Geographic. There was a talk. It says the face has a mathematics. Beauty is a mathematics. Yeah. And what we like to see is the mathematics, the kind of color tone, the warmth, the depth, the postures, the facial structure, the background contrast, the hues, saturations, and all blah blah. I mean, probably I'm not the guy for this. June can talk probably hours together. He said 3 hours. Now, let me put it this way. Do you think social and modeling works? I find 100% match. I find social. Yeah, social. How does modeling and social relate? Like how it relates mathematics and modeling? Do you think there is a chance of relating social and modeling?
I think so. Social science, we learned about geography. So, I mean, modeling requires some traveling also. So I don't know, traveling.
Okay. Cool. Right. Okay, give me two more. Geography is good. So geography talks about different style of dressing with different countries, probably zones, different way of wearing.
Yeah, like a lot of cultural stuff when it comes to travel.
Culture. Okay, cool. Culture, right? Cool. Next, one more. Give me one more. Close.
And then lifestyle, I would say, depends. For example, if you go to China or if you go to France, it's
hold on. See, I see you guys are already doing it right. Prosper.
But that's good. It's open up.
Yep. See, I mean, what I'm doing is I told you, right? We'll do this. It's an amazing way. Social.
It's open up.
Social and martial arts.
More June. Yeah. Social. There's a lot of things. I mean, communication, I would say.
Okay. Self-defense.
Social self-defense? No, I don't like that. I won't talk about it even. It's
Okay.
not my positions.
Mm,
I would say business world, business,
martial art
meeting,
and social business. I don't know. Okay, cool.
meeting business people.
I don't know how it is connected, but
Well, I have my ideas on that for a long time. So,
okay, super. Hold on. Hold on. You have ideas? Hold on. Very good. I love this.
I have too many ideas on that. Yeah, and you will see when I will do something in HTC about communications and how I bring up with the martial arts.
Wow.
When I will,
That's great.
and it will be pretty unique about the way I do it. Even my teacher didn't do it. Even he's good at communications.
Let me put this as okay. Let me put this as an insert comment, and you're gonna talk about all these things in a different way, right? So I call it as a foundation. Okay. As of now, I'm keep calling it as a foundation because this is something which is just a basic now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I need one more.
Well,
So social, I think if you can copy from June, I think there are different martial arts for different geography. There's so much of styles, right? So much of variation of styles, I guess. I'm just trying to help you.
yeah. Now I'm thinking social is like more like how can I use a martial arts in social life? That's the point.
Yeah.
So I would say mindset.
Mindset?
Yeah. A certain mindset to approach people and just embracing the martial arts philosophy. And there's certain charisma there. So mindset. Yeah.
No problem. No problem. So see, I'm actually trying to give a different color to this place, and I'm writing this as perspective. Okay. This is a common place, so I'll take it later on. Okay, right. So now you have for science, I think both of you will have a lot of things to talk about science. So I'm not going into deep, but the entire idea was now you've got an understanding, right? Wow, you can connect to a lot of stuff. So far, is it okay? Can we go ahead?
Yes.
But you understood the flow? You want to do one more? Are you okay to do one more, or you want me to go ahead?
No, I think you can go ahead. I get what you mean.
Okay.
What about you, Paul?
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Right. So now let us do one thing is, let's start with June. So June, any combinations if you can help me out? How about traveling and modeling? Let me just choose these two keywords. Okay, traveling and modeling. Okay, can you give me kind of a one good question about this? Like, how much do you travel, or where do you travel? So my first question back to June is, June, where all you have traveled?
Where have I traveled as a model?
Yes.
Well, as a model, I have traveled to Finland, but I'm more of a observer, I would say. So I see my girlfriend going through modeling, and I followed her journey. So yeah, like she has traveled to many places of Europe, Portugal, Milan, Greece, now China.
Hold. Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Do you remember any particular journey? Do you remember all the journeys and how did you travel there? How did you manage to go there? Do you remember everything? How the entire thing was there? The duration?
The duration would be like, if it comes to time, 2 months, 3 months contract per country.
Right. How did you personally feel about this?
Coming from my girlfriend's perspective, which she's the model, well, she likes traveling, but if she does it for more than a year or so, she wants to be stable in one place.
Okay. And do you think it's a hell lot of a work? It's a very tough job. Do you think that way?
It is a tough job.
Okay, cool. Oh my God, man. Okay, let me ask you one thing. Okay, so right now, if you're writing about modeling and traveling, okay, you see, I've just made certain keywords, the things that I have just asked you. How did you feel? Where did you go? I've just asked you a couple of questions. That's it.
Yes.
Now, let me ask a kind of a very serious question. What is in for me? I am not a model. What is in for me? For me, I don't know. Can you help me understand that? Do you
So
think
can you,
go ahead. Go ahead.
can you help with the question a little bit more?
So I don't know much about modeling, and why should I listen to you?
Okay. So this needs copyright here. Why should you listen to me?
I have no interest in modeling. I'm telling you, I have no interest in modeling, but I don't know much about stuff. Why should I listen to you?
Because you might have the potential to become a model, maybe.
Okay, potential. Okay, let me answer this. Okay, potential to become a model. Okay, cool. Let's say my age is 25. Can you help me with my age? If you do you think if I can become a model, what age is good for me, or any age I can join and jump in to this job?
Male 25 is okay.
I'm sorry.
Male model 25 is okay.
Okay. And do you think? Let's put in the other side. Let's put in the other side where you are not talking to me as becoming a model. Let's say I'm a businessman. Do I need models?
Yes, you need.
Okay. See? Right. I am a school teacher. Do you think I need to do modeling? Do I have any connect or any interest in your subject?
No.
Okay. Take 30 more seconds.
School teacher?
Yep.
Yeah. School teacher would teach.
I think so. I think so. If there's students underneath you who want to be models or who you think they can be potentially a model, maybe you do.
Good.
Okay. Maybe. Right. See, when I ask you certain questions and you try to figure out an answer, okay, basically what I was trying to do is I was trying to make you to connect. Right. So let me give a chance to Prosper as well. Prosper, any combination can use any combination, martial arts and anything. With this thing, anything.
I would say modeling. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay, cool.
No, I'm kidding.
Right, no problem. I see the fun there. Okay.
Yeah, there's some fun on there because it's really opened up some unexpected thoughts, So martial arts, what is connected?
Okay.
Cool. I can bring the non-violent communication in that.
Okay, let's put in these two words right now. As of now, is that fine? We'll talk about this too. Right.
Okay.
I see you guys are enjoying now. Okay, I see the connect now. How do you feel so far? Martial art and connection. Okay, just throw me some questions, man. A rapid fire, 4 questions or 3 questions is fine.
I throw you questions.
Yeah, just I'll type these questions here for you.
Okay. So you want me to talk about questions, right?
Yeah. Just I mean, you said that you can talk about these 2 things, martial arts and communication.
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 2 points or 3 points. That's fine. Just tell me one word or two words is fine. Just making the time short, and I'm trying to, make this in a kind of a different way. Just tell me any couple of points, 2 points or 3 points is fine. Yeah.
Okay. So martial arts is for me a body structure, body alignment.
So how it is connected to communication?
Well, but your posture will.
Okay, so can I write
will,
this as
will
communicating
project your posture to the people you're speaking to.
posture?
The way you posture yourself will determine the way it will create certain perceptions that people perceive from you. So
Cool.
high posture, high self posture will describe certain things. So that's it.
Cool. Right. Anything next?
Martial arts, I will say.
Man, you said you can talk for 3 hours, and these are the two things.
Oh, yeah. Should I connect or should I flow? Because I have a lot of things in my mind, and it's not
just talk. Don't be perfectionist. Just talk about anything. Not a problem.
Okay. It's a way of life. It's a way of life.
Okay, way of life. Okay, let's go deeper. Way of life means what? Give me 3 points. Way of life.
Way of life is what? How you do anything is how you do everything. So this is really the big umbrella here.
I think that's a good match. Self-esteem. We can talk about self-esteem.
Way of life is oh man, the philosophy inside. Philosophy.
Okay, man. Okay, so philosophy. Talk something about. Give me 2 points of this philosophy. Just 2 points.
I don't know if I can say philosophy or concepts or principles.
So let me delete this and write principles. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me 2 points on principles. Just 2 points.
2 points.
Yep.
Don't be afraid. Don't be greedy.
Don't be afraid.
This is 1 point. And the second point is 来留去送 is retains what comes in and send what goes.
Come again. Can you repeat that?
Retain what comes in and send off what goes. Something like that. I remember.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay.
Can I give you one more?
Oh, sure. No problem. Go ahead. Okay.
For emerald is take everything. Give everything, then take everything. Pretty specific on the way I'm closing on emerald. Give everything, then take everything.
Okay, cool. Right.
You want another one? I could go 10 on this one.
Okay, my entire intention was to open you up, guys, and I think now you have done.
That's the fun of the game.
Okay, now guys, quickly tell me. Let me put this part as a different color, so you guys can help me out in this. Let me put what color? Okay, let's put this color. Okay, June, quickly tell me. Give me. Okay, can you give me around 10 tips into this journey and modeling? Can you give me 10 tips or 5 tips at least?
5 tips.
Yeah.
So number 1.
Hold. I'm writing just 5 for journey. Right? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Cool. Can you tell me just 2 tips before shooting in Switzerland you should do? Or 5 tips. You have 5 tips?
Yeah. Can we change that to China because it's easier for me?
Okay, cool. So you talk China, no problem.
China. Okay. So, journey when it comes to modeling is first know how to do fast posing.
Okay, hold. I'm talking about, just tell me, do you have 5 points or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Awesome. So China, you can talk 5 points, 5 tips. Okay, to go for China, you should know about this, you should visit this, these are the backgrounds, these are the good places, you should eat this, you should don't eat this, you should wear this, you should don't wear. See, you can talk. You can talk. Are you there? Are you there with me?
Yeah. I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 5 tips to match relationships with modeling. Do you have 5 tips?
Relationship. Yeah.
Okay, see. Okay. Job and modeling. Can you make 5?
Modeling.
Yep. 5 tips?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, let me just keep a pause here. I think I have got a lot of stuff. Okay. Mr. Prosper, can I take your help?
Yes.
Can you give me just 5 tips of martial arts? I mean, I'm sure you will have thousands, man. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So just let me put it this way. So can I say 5 tips of determining the perception in martial arts? Posture. Can you give me 5 tips of maintaining posture?
5 tips on the posture? Yes, we call that those 5 points.
Yeah. I'm just asking 5 points. I'm a small guy. Can you talk about just 5 tips how martial arts can help you in your way of life? Just 5 tips.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Life. Okay.
I don't know what exactly, but yeah.
I mean, in a way of life, I can be, if I know martial art, I can be more disciplined. I can be more protective to my parents or the family. Yeah, I can be self-motivated.
Yeah, okay.
So many things are there, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Naturally, it comes in that box. Yes.
Okay, let's put it this way. 5 tips for don't be afraid. So 5 tips of martial arts teaching me not to be afraid. Is that tips?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
A lot. More than 5 tips.
Okay, one more. Just randomly tell me anything that you can give me 5 tips on martial arts. Meditation? How about meditation?
Meditation fall in that box, yeah.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so far so good. How do you feel? Guys, take a 30 seconds. Let me ask June, how do you feel?
It's good. It's good. All the ideas are coming out.
This is not my ideas, man. I never did modeling in my life. Okay. How about you, Prosper?
Yeah, it's very interesting. You know, through a series of questions, it's opened up some ideas and become much more easy.
Yeah. So
to map the ideas. Yeah.
Okay. Super. Great. So let me just go ahead. So I have a red line. Okay. Above the red line was just about a demo. It was just a demo. So far, understand, it is just a demo. So let me do the thing which I am doing always, is how do you design your first book in 10 minutes? Okay. This is all about designing stuff, right? So let's go ahead here. Okay. So so with those all words, June, I'm talking to you now. Okay, with this all things. Okay, let's put in a different kind of a color here. Sorry, so that I can differentiate. Let me give it a little pinkish color. With all these words, can you frame one sentence? Just one sentence.
With all these words.
No, you don't have to put everything. Any sentence. Can you make any sentence?
Steps of modeling.
Okay. Steps.
So what is modeling? Yeah, what is modeling? I don't know.
Steps of modeling. Okay, cool, no problem. Okay. So let me put it this way. So when you say steps of modeling, can you give me only 4 steps? I don't want the entire steps, but do you think you have 4 steps?
4 steps, yeah.
Good. Okay. So tell me the step 1.
Step number 1 would be what is modeling?
Okay, cool. Step number 2.
How to become various kinds of models.
Okay. What are the various kinds of models? Okay, cool. Number 3.
How to be a model.
Okay. Okay, point number 4.
How to carry on with your modeling career. Yeah, modeling career.
Okay, so don't bother with the spellings and all. So let me just pause here. Okay. Let me probably ask you a couple of things here. So these are the 4 things that I just mentioned with you. Okay. So let's put time here. So do you think you have? I mean, if I give you 2 minutes or 3 minutes, let's say put in 2 minutes. 2 minutes you can talk about what is modeling, right? Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Not a problem, right? Super. How about 2 minutes into this? What kinds of various models? What are the kinds of various models? Can you talk about this for 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's not a problem also.
Okay, how about the other one? Sorry, it's become 3. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, how to be a model? 2 minutes.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, right. How to modeling career? 2 minutes.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Now let me ask in this way. Tips. What is modeling? Can you share some couple of tips around 3 tips? Is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, how about what are the various kinds of models? Just give me 3 tips. You have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, super. How to be a model? 3 tips. 3 amazing tips.
Yes.
Okay, super. How to do modeling career? I mean, what is the career of modeling? Those 3
Yes.
points. Awesome. Okay, cool, right? Can you give me a kind of an introduction for steps of modeling for 2 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And can you talk about a kind of a summary of why these 4 points are important in 2 minutes?
Yes.
Man, your book is ready.
I see that.
Okay, and in the book you not only give you all the steps, but now you also give something called as, you have got how many? Oh my god, I mean, you have got 12 tips as well as a bonus.
Wow.
Oh.
Done. How do you feel?
It's great. But can I ask you one quick question here?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Because I know these stuff not because I've done modeling. I'm not here who has done the real modeling. Is my girlfriend. I've just been the observer, at close.
Okay. Right.
Just next to my girlfriend, but
okay.
It is still she.
So I think I have a very simple answer. Do you know this guy called Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
Okay. And do you know his assistant called Watson?
Yeah.
Okay. Watson was never a spy. He's never a stuff, but he wrote for Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock Holmes became famous. That's the story. You don't have to become a model to write a model. Not required. You know so much. You know so much. You can write on top of as a business. Like, for example, I'm a marketeer, right? I have my ways of understanding why the hell I need models for my own business, for my clients. What kind of models I require? Can I do a kind of a body replacement with mannequins? Can I shoot with Hasselblad or Canon or Nikon or photography or blah 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 blah? I can keep on talking on marketing, and I can do modeling. You see, I might not do modeling myself. I might be a modeling coach. I might be a person who can teach you how to do the ramp walk. Your book is ready. Are you able to see that? You chose this topic for 3 hours, and just understand, if you record this 2 minutes, in 12 minutes, you have a recording of at least not less than 3 to 4 pages. Okay, let me go deeper. Okay, Prosper, shall we finish with June? Then I'll come back to you. Is that fine?
Yeah, no problem. Just go ahead.
So, question time. Can you give me just 2 questions under what is modeling? Let's put it this way, 2 sub questions.
2 questions. What is modeling?
Yeah, sub questions of modeling. You don't give me, but do you have it or not?
Yeah, if I think of it, I can have it.
Yeah, you can have it, right? You see? Okay. What are the various kind of models? Can you talk a little bit, another 2 minutes for this with questions?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. How to be a model? Just figure out 2 more sub steps and talk about that for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I can do that.
So, okay, modeling careers, some questions. How much you can earn, probably how much you can earn, and what are the things that you need to do beyond that, how much exercise you have to do or something, what kind of food you should take. I don't know. You can talk about that.
Yeah.
What I have just done is I have expanded that 4-page to probably 40 pages now. Okay. Put a page, no problem, or put points. Points. So here I have got almost 10 points right now. This one I've got 10 points. You see, I'm just talking in terms of bullet points. I've just got 10 points, man. You see, I have not done this. You yourself have made this entire thing into 10 points. Now just think, if you have just 1 minute, if you talk for this, you have got a 40 minutes of communication. Don't worry. I mean, this is just a kind of a narrative of what all things can happen. Now, okay, I have not finished it yet. I'll just give you a last topic, and then probably we'll ask your question, and I'll take your personal feedback, and then we'll go to Prosper. Is that fine?
Sure.
Now, let me put it this way. Give me a sentence. Give me a sentence, just one sentence, with the first, or probably let's put it this way. How to be a model. Okay, just how to be a model. If I ask you that, okay, tell me the kind of things in your mind as images or visuals. What kind of visuals you have? Just give me around three names, 3 things. How to be a model.
How to be a model.
Yeah, just 3 images which is coming in your mind. Just 3 images.
Okay. Be Instagram famous.
Okay, Instagram. This images. Okay, let's talk about the images. Let's not talk about the Instagram thing. What kind of images are these? Black and white, photo in terms of you have a portrait kind of thing. How is it?
Okay. Have a headshot.
Headshot. Okay. Anything else?
No makeup.
No makeup. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Right. Next.
Bright lighting.
Okay. Just lighting. Okay. One more. How about clothes?
A full shot also. Full shot.
Full shot. Okay. Okay. And how many images do you have with headshot? At least around 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
Can you manage around 2 images or 1 image at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say 2. Uh, How about images without makeup? You can, I think you can take many.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Something to show the lighting stuff. Can I have a two image with big light, I mean bright light and with less light probably?
Only bright light, I'll say.
Okay. But can you have two different variations of that?
Two different variations. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Full shot, how many images can you gather?
Two.
Good. Awesome. Right. Okay. Now, with this content thing of 2 minutes and with this image, what are the media you can look at where you can post this? I'm sure Facebook is one. Instagram might
Facebook,
be.
Instagram, email,
Okay.
and I don't know. Those three are enough, I think.
Twitter, I don't know.
Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's stop right now here because we can keep on doing this whole night and it's not going to happen. It's not going to work because you know what has happened just now is it's called as blooming. Okay. So what happened just now is called as blooming. You see this? All right. So blooming is like when you are a bud, you open up and you open up and see your colors, you see your petals, you see the way in a different way. And now this is all about your perspective, your way of connecting, your unexpected thoughts. And there are many things can go inside this. It can be business, it can be career, it can be job, it can be the way. But do you think, my first question is, do you think someone bloody in the entire earth looking for all this information? There is someone who needs this information. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Okay. Job is done, man. You are already an influencer now. Yep, job's done. Job's done.
Congratulations, just graduated to be an influencer.
Okay. Right. So let's go with Prosper. How about Prosper? I mean, do you have access to this, or you want me to help you with this?
Okay. I don't have access to this. Just keep loading. So yeah,
okay,
please.
Okay. Any one topic, martial arts and communication, whatever. I leave it to you. Anything. Let's quickly do that.
You know, it's a bit like modeling. It's posture.
Okay. Posture and posture, right? Posture and what? Modeling.
And kind of, but more social modeling. You know, the high self, the perception of a high self posture.
Okay, tell me one thing. If I like you the way you are, but tell me something which I can understand. I have never done martial art in my life. Okay, and I need to really listen to you. What is the value that you can show it to me? Tell me one thing.
Okay. I don't want to position in self-defense. I would say stress-free.
Okay, so let's put it this way. How to be stress-free? Is that fine? Stress-free?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put the same thing as how. Okay. Let's put on this way as, is there a steps to all these things? Is there a steps to become stress-free?
Yeah, there is, yes.
Okay. Is it for everyone? I mean, anyone can do it?
I want to say no, but yes, it's for everyone.
Okay. So let's put it this way. Is it like age or gender which is blocking this?
It's more the way they think that martial arts is just for self-defense. It's just their perceptions. But no gender. I mean, everybody can join in if they're open-minded.
Okay. But since it is everybody, I'm sure you will have age-wise something, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would say, okay, not everybody. So just I'm pretty much focused to people who are in high management in business, or high management, or entrepreneurs, business people. I'm more in this environment that I would like to work on. Yeah.
How about writing this word, HNI, high network individuals, right?
High network individuals, never heard about it, but why not? Yeah.
Yeah, it's people who have a high business, high ticket guys, okay? High ticket individual.
High ticket individuals. Okay.
Good, right? So now I do the same thing with you, okay? And probably I've got a couple of things here. So let's put it this way. Okay, cool, right? So let's put it this way. Can you talk about how to become stress-free for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 2 minutes. And steps to become stress-free, another 2 minutes, can you add up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you have a content for kids and adults, or both, all are same?
There is, but I don't want to, it's not for everybody. That's it. I don't want to.
So if it is not for everybody, it will be for somebody. Can you precisely tell me this is for whom?
For entrepreneurs.
Okay, hold on.
Business
So
people,
can you explain this in 2 minutes? Like why this is not for everyone? Can you explain in 2 minutes?
Yes.
Awesome, right. So this is for whom, and what kind of preparation they should do? Why this
It's
is
not for high. Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm just talking
High
about
network.
time to talk. Time to talk. Okay. Time to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why HNI? Can you talk about that? Can you reason that?
Well, it's the first time I received this word, so I'm not sure.
Okay, let's put it this way.
Something that I could understand myself.
Businessman?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Why businessman? I mean, why this entire stress-free rules is only to businessmen? I mean, do you have a content to talk for 2 minutes?
Yes, I have.
Awesome. Now comes the tips thing. Okay. Do you have 2 tips or 3 tips for this? How to become stress-free? 3 tips is okay?
Yeah, sure, I have.
Right, cool. Stress-free, become stress-free, 3 tips.
Stress-free, yeah, sure.
Okay. 3 tips why it is not for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, amazing. 3 tips why it is only for businessmen.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing, man. Good, you're faster. Okay. Questions, sub-questions. Okay, sub-questions are like this. So do you think how to become stress-free, you can have 2 small parts or 3 small parts? I'm just talking about, do you see there are bifurcation into this?
So by becoming stress-free, you will have what? I mean, I'm not sure about that.
Okay, let's put it this way. How to become stress-free? You said, okay, you can become stress-free by meditation. Can you ask me, can you tell me, I can find out another 2 questions out of it? What kind of meditation? How long I have to do?
Oh yeah, okay, these kind of questions. Yes, there is.
Right. I want that. I mean, I'm asking like, can you figure out a question or not? Step to become stress-free, sub-questions. Okay.
Yeah, sure. There is.
Right, cool, right. Now you have answered like everybody. So can you give me 2 examples? You don't give me now, but do you have 2 examples with you? Why it is not for everyone? I mean, you have answered that in the tips, right? You mentioned tips, why it is not for everyone. Okay. Any other two parts, what to say, bifurcations or something like that? Or examples?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Right. So I'm just writing it here as examples. So whenever you don't have a question, you have an example.
Yes.
Okay. Why businessman? You have two examples.
Yeah, I have
Right.
two. I don't know, but yeah, two. Yes, I will figure it out. But yes,
Yeah, it's
of
okay.
course.
Points. Right now, all together, if you see, I think, do you have 10 points to talk? You have
10
got,
points.
yeah, this 10 points came from the 2 minutes you spoke about how to become stress-free. Then you added 3 tips. Then you have 2 more questions. So 4 minutes, and I'm sure you will have 10 points.
Points. Okay.
You will have.
Yeah.
You will have. And the
Yeah.
same thing keeps on happening for the other things also.
Yeah.
You'll have 10 points. So let me put the same thing again to you. Summary. Summarize this. Can you summarize all these things in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And if you can summarize, why don't you can introduce? Can you do the introduction in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Sure.
Your video is ready, my dear. Right? And now the second thing is visuals. It is up to you. You want to make a visuals or not. But do you think you have got two visual? You know, okay. Let me put it this way. What kind of visuals you need? Stress-free. I need an introduction visual, right? I need the calm place and with the business guy on back somewhere.
There is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I'm still. Yeah.
Image
No
one,
problem.
right? Image one.
Yeah.
Just tell me the kind of image in your head right now. What kind of image are you looking at? What are the things it has?
Yes. I'm speaking, and behind I have a background of a lot of noise of people in the office or something like that.
Okay, cool, right? Nice. Okay, any more? Just 2 more.
Then a person in suit in a temple, something like that. Remind me, my friend talking about
Good, right?
the suited monk. Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Right. Well, what is the next one? One more image.
One more image.
Businessman. I mean, you have so many examples. Why not you put an example of a businessman?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I'm just writing it business. It can be personal, right? It can be
Yes.
office, right? Okay.
Yeah.
One more. Just try one more. One more kind of visual.
Oh my God.
You want me
A
to help
demonstration?
you?
Demonstration, no?
Yeah, step-by-step processes, illustrations. Yeah, right. Okay. You're talking about a process, right? You will have steps.
Yes, the process. Yeah, how it works. Yeah.
Ooh, man, how much? Okay. So now you have an idea of visuals. You know the kind of picture you need, and now you have got almost around 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 images, man. Okay.
Wow.
I didn't do anything. This is what you did. I have not done anything.
All these media also.
Yeah, you did the entire thing, right? And don't you think if you have those kind of content, this can go in what kind of media? It can go in Facebook, Instagram, email, Twitter, everything. On whatever June said, you have the same thing.
I would say LinkedIn to add on.
Yeah, you can put YouTube. Why not?
LinkedIn, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, LinkedIn. Okay, cool, right? So I'm just making a note here. LinkedIn, YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. So how much time did it take, man? Not even 10 minutes, actually. But we did a kind of a lot of explanation. That's what it took it. But if you see, it doesn't take more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's in front of you. So let me take a break and let me ask, how do you feel so far? So we start with Prosper and then we go to June.
Well, it brings that into perspective, you know. I just need to feel in the box everything is written, you know, in more details. But I mean, it's pretty clear. I didn't feel it's that simple actually.
Yeah.
I mean, just structure like that it looks very, yeah, it's easy. It's easy. It's like a plan. Here's your plan. Just go with it. You
So
know.
simple. Everything is difficult before it is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult in my head. Now the fact that it's out of my head and just you put that into a structure,
Okay.
then
So as I
everything is
said,
easy.
right. Go ahead. So let us go to June, and probably then let me tell you a couple of more stuff, and then we'll go back to the presentation. So June, hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
No, it feels super simple, I would say, which I thought would be really hard.
So as of now, I don't know. This is something that now let me take the credibility. This is something that I had designed. I started with myself first, and I thought the only thing that we're going to need is content. And content is the thing which makes you or breaks you. The content is the thing by which people love to be with you or love to be away with you. Right? So what happened just now is called as a process that I have named it as called as blooming. Okay, I cannot say it's it's an enlightenment and all those things, but it is more of blooming. You are just learning to see how things can be simpler, how things can be much more processed. Right? Now, I don't think so you have a problem to figure out what to do. If there is a need of a content, you just do the same thing. Right? It's just a strategy. Because now, just understand what you have guys done is you have recorded 12 minutes of your stuff. You have the tips, you have the sub questions, you have got 10 points, you know the visuals, you know the media, what to do. Man, this is just starting to be an influencer. Because this is what you're going to do the rest of your life. You're going to do an influencer. Whatever you do. As I said, influencing is not only in your business. It's not just the money. It's about your day-to-day life. How you're going to talk. By the way, why do you think I'm doing all this content stuff? I'm asking both of you. I mean, you can answer one by one. Why is content so required?
To draw attention.
Well, if you dress nicely or if you go without a dress, you will already get an attention.
Well, it was in the first diagram that you show us, like inspire,
yeah,
educate, entertain. Yeah, it's already there.
Yep.
But for me, it will be kind of educate and somehow inspire more than entertain.
See, as I said, this is your own perspective. What you want to do with your content is your job. But
exactly,
the thing is, how people receive that is more important than what you have to talk.
it's true.
Influencer without an audience is zero.
Can't call even an influencer without audience.
Yeah, doesn't happen. Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you one thing is, this is just a tip of an iceberg, because in this 1.5 hour session, that is the maximum I can do. I can just open up and show you. But this happens, just understand, I always tell you, I do something called as 8 times beyond. And this is just not even, probably a tip of an iceberg. Do you agree that there is something which is beyond we can do this?
Wow.
Yeah. This is 8 times you have to do, man. And as I said, I cannot complete the entire thing in just 1.5 hours. It needs whole day just to design one strategy. That one strategy can be for your entire life. Entire life. Right? and it needs so much of dedication, so much of commitment, so much of thinking. So just to tell you guys, I have finished more than around 9 books in last three and a half days. Some are 95 pages, some are 120, some are 60, some are like, almost around 150 pages. I've probably listening to audio sessions, almost around 8-9 hours of audio sessions I finished in last 2 days or 3 days. I'm already undergoing a kind of a transformation again. I can tell you, it is from Jack Canfield, and I'm undergoing a tremendous transformation, and tomorrow is the last day.
Whoa.
So this is just to tell you, this is something which you can do, so much of stuff. So now what you learned is just one part is how to be creative on your content. This is just tip of an iceberg, as I said. And now understand, we have got research, we have got writing, actually, we have to talk about expertise, visual experiences, and a lot of other things to go ahead. So before we leave this session, let me tell you a power-puffed information is your entire content or entire value is based on only 3 things: your audience, the objective or the purpose, and the tone that you set, that the style that you set, right? These are the only 3 things is required. Audience, everything about audience, what he likes, what he talks, how he takes it, what time the audience is looking at it, all these things are in details. And the same question I ask always is, if you need to be an influencer, you need to have an audience. But how much do you know your audience? And who are your audience, first of all? What is their age? What do they eat? What kind of media they see? What kind of lifestyle they have? These each minutest points makes you an amazing, irreplaceable, value-added individual called as an influencer. Right? Ready to go a little bit more? I think we are almost at the close of it. So let me just quickly tell you, this is a kind of a life cycle. So your message and your voice is 101. You do and you preach the same language, but you have your own perspective. That's why I wrote perspective, your own points, because this is something which is going to make you different, make you an exclusive character, right? Now it also depends upon what kind of topic you choose, and your positioning of this entire thing. Because after listening to you, or after watching your YouTube video, or after reading a book, I should have something. And the something is the last 6 things that I said. I should be either informed, or I should gain some sort of inspiration, or it should educate me, or it should help me to do something or come out of something, right? And it is all done the way you connect, the way you deliver your informations, and you have your own style to groove, right? Every influencer has their own authentic style, and this can happen only when you have all these adjectives, so that you become a perfect human being first. Are you there with me, guys?
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
It's quite in deep. So this is the last slide. So as I always said, I don't need anything right now here. I just need all your love and guidance. Tell me one thing. How do you like this entire thing, entire session, the depth of information? Was I able to connect with you guys? Was I able to open up your system? Was I able to show you the perspective that probably was not done in the last so many years? And if you find this is valuable, just one thing is, allow me to say thank you and help me, so that you reach a place where I'll be happy to say, congratulations, you are an influencer. So with that note, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Amit. Yeah.